Hello, I'm Riccardo, the person who made this video. I'm a filmmaker and a volunteer with social income. On a journey that I'll never forget, this year I finally visited Sierra Leone, where I met brilliant, resilient human beings who dream and fight for a better future for their country and fellow citizens. Social Income partners with local organizations to ensure that we reach the most vulnerable communities and that our recipients feel seen and empowered. I witnessed how widows were able to provide for themselves and their children, how men and women trapped in poverty could access education and training or start small businesses, and how people with epilepsy or disabilities could purchase medications and were accepted back into their families and communities. I discovered a beautiful country that is still recovering from the consequences of colonialism, civil war, and Ebola, where many people can't yet afford the most basic commodities such as electricity, housing, or medical treatment. On a hot and humid morning, we paid a visit to the workshop of the United Polio Brothers and Sisters, where they provide shelter and create opportunities for disabled people and their families. We also visited the Lumley Arts and Craft Market in Freetown, bustling with colorful items crafted by local artisans. Mariatu, our local operations manager, certainly enjoyed the visit. Next, we headed to the Letty Stewart Pottery, supported by one of our partners, the Aurora Foundation, where men and women receive professional training to create beautiful ceramic pieces that are sold all over the world. You can witness their passion as they learn the craft and shape their future. At times, I felt moved and heartbroken by the hardship and numerous challenges faced by Sierra Leone and its population. However, most of the time, I was filled with hope and admiration. They possess the resources and talent to make their future bright if they get a fair chance. My adventure with Social Income started 4 years ago, in 2020. I was feeling powerless, scrolling through an endless timeline of news about poverty, human rights violations, and the consequences of the climate emergency. I had no idea how to make an impact in this world where so many things are wrong. All I knew was that I wanted to act, to do something, and so I did. Who could have imagined that 4 years later I would be driving for hours to reach Kenema and meet an association of Ebola survivors, or getting on a wooden boat to explore a remote island and its fishing villages. Being part of Social Income as a volunteer has changed my life. The idea of helping others through a recurring, small contribution that directly reaches people on their own mobile phones, without intermediaries, is both simple and revolutionary. We got used to looking away, believing that we are powerless. Yet, we actually possess all the tools to make a difference. If you see someone in need and you have the opportunity to help, wouldn't you do that? In Sierra Leone, I witnessed the incredible power of solidarity. And you know what? Now I know for certain that I can help, that I can do something. And you can do something too. Make a difference.